On your feet!
On your feet, on your feet, on your feet. Why is it I get hungry as soon as I start the stream? What the heck? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Cross Examinations Live. I'm your host, Mike S. Miller. Today on the show, Joker Biden versus Bat Trump. I was one of the comments. Actually, my wife asked me, "Why are you doing politics? It's a religious show." And then someone in the comments section, and I was trying to find it, but I couldn't, was asking why. In the comment section. Well, he wasn't asking why. He was stating that he always had this belief that that Christians should stay out of politics because like God is our government or something like that. I don't remember his exact phraseology. But no, that is wrong. That is wrong. Christians do not stay out of politics, because if Christians stay out of politics, who controls the government? You don't want godless, God-hating, immoral, morally corrupt even people creating the laws that govern our land. God blesses America because America blesses God. And how do we do that? We do our best. Now, granted, a lot of people seek power because they're power seekers and they want the power. But there are godly people who are out there trying to course correct a nation that has slipped too far down the slippery slope into immorality, into worldliness. And it is politics. You cannot separate politics from faith because of everything I said. I hate repeating myself, which probably makes me a terrible what do you call it? Cult leaders and people who try to manipulate people tend to repeat themselves over and over and over again. This is a trait of manipulative people. I'm not talking about who you think I'm talking about. I'm thinking about somebody in my family. And my wife says that is a trait. That's the trait of manipulative people. They will repeat things until you agree with them. And I guess that's why I suck at manipulating people, because I freaking hate repeating myself. You can ask the family. If I say something and it's like they want me to repeat it even just once, I'm just like, if you just listen to me the first time, I will not have to repeat myself. But I don't know. That being said, sorry, could you repeat that, please? I'm having deja vu, which is like life repeating itself, which weird. Have we had this discussion before, or is this a legit deja vu I'm having? Deja vu. Identity politics is sinful. That's right. Trying to divide people, trying to make people hate, fear, loathe, envy each other for the sake of political expedience and political power. That is absolutely evil. That is absolutely evil. What did Lone Star call the Japanese in World War II? He called them Japs, Victor. He called them Japs. Better than deja flu. Why are you guys laughing at that? That's terrible. My kids laughed at that. I constantly have deja vu, Brett Seagraves. Isn't it interesting? Deja vu is like, what is that exactly? It's like, have you been given a glimpse into the future that was fed to you in like a dream or something, and then you live that future, and it's usually just a few moments. You ever have a deja vu that lasts like 20 seconds? Those are crazy. Like you just almost know what's going to happen, but it's like you're reliving something you've already been through. And the future is already written. God can give us glimpses, right? Heck, God gave John the Revelator, the Apostle John, huge glimpses into the future. So why not? Why not? All the time. Deja vu is never a good experience. Brett, maybe you're a prophet. Maybe that's a gift. Maybe you should pray God expand that. I don't know. I've never suggested this before. It might be kind of interesting to try, though. Have God expand that experience into something that might actually be useful. You never know, man. You never know. Where am I? I'm in my stream yard and I'm looking at my comments. Mushu flu. Oh, man. Just saying Mushu is making me hungry. Why am I so hungry right now? Just all of a sudden, it's like, hey, here goes the show. Hunger. Dang it. Dang it. Holy sausage fingers, Batman. You know, I do have some potatoes from last night, but potatoes all starchy. Not really good for me. Some corn? No corn. I don't want to eat the corn. Mukbang alert. It literally makes nauseous. Deja vu makes you nauseous? Really? Mike, do you think Mormonism is a cult? By the definition of cult, as in the definition of a religious group that is based on the Bible, and this is a definition I understand, that is based on Christianity, but is unorthodox in and unbiblical in its teachings, then yes, it's a cult. Is it a cult like Jonestown or you know, one of those crazy psycho cults? No, it's not a cult by modern vernacular. It is a cult by traditional definition. Yes. And I just lost 4 subscribers. But that's like I said, that's the Christian definition of any. There's a whole book called Kingdom of the Cults. It's just unorthodox Christian churches or groups, association, religions, whatever. That by definition is a Christian cult. But I can understand the after the things that have been described as cults. I can understand that word taking on a more nefarious meaning. Communism keeps having deja vu. I think communism has amnesia. I think that's the problem with communism. Somehow communism convinces the world that all the things that communism is guilty for didn't really happen. It's like a magic trick. Good point, Mike. Well, thank you. I hope you don't mean the one at the top of my head. Why? Dark Admiral says, nighttime is the right time. The nighttime is the right time. I don't know what you're talking about. Why don't we get into this silly Joe Biden thing? All right, actually, let's read the Trump one first. And I know if you guys are up on your news, then you know this. Trump suspends travel between U.S., most of Europe, over 30 days over the coronavirus fear. Look at him in his beautiful gold things, curtains. Who uses curtains? Actually, my mom likes curtains. In a rare Oval Office video last night, President Trump announced that travel to most of Europe will be suspended for 30 days in light of the growing coronavirus threat. We made a life-saving move with early action on China. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now we must take the same action with Europe. I don't disagree. Lock it down, people. Lock it down until summer. The restriction includes 26 European countries, though not the United Kingdom. Americans who have undergone appropriate screenings will also be exempt from the restrictions, as well as legal permanent residents or immediate family of U.S. citizens. The U.S. will continue to monitor its borders to determine if it's appropriate to reopen them later. In a speech, the president condemned Europe for not acting quicker and that the spread occurred by European travelers. Though Trump indicated that travel to all of Europe would be suspended, Homeland Security later stated the restrictions would only apply to those who have been to the Schengen area. This includes France, Italy, Germany, Greece, Austria, and Belgium, countries that have been hit the hardest with the virus. The Trump administration is encouraging anyone who has traveled to Europe to voluntarily quarantine themselves for 14 days. The announcement comes as... Hey, guys. Quiet. The announcement comes as the country reels from the spread of the virus. States have canceled public events, including South by Southwest in Austin. Universities are encouraging students to stay home. Last night, the NBA also suspended its season, and actor Tom Hanks, with his wife, I can't speak today, Rita Wilson, announced they have tested positive for COVID-19 as well. Service members, Defense Department, civilians, and other families are also being restricted with a 60-day travel ban from and through China, Iran, South Korea, and Italy. Critics of the announcement, like Joe Biden, however, believe that most of Europe is as safe as the U.S., according to Georgetown University public health expert Lawrence Gosden. Despite the restrictions, Congress attending Congress's attending physician believe there could be 70 million to 100 million cases in the U.S. What? So far, there have been just under 130,000 confirmed cases globally. A majority of people ultimately have recovered from the virus in about 2 weeks. For all Americans, it is essential that everyone take extra precautions and practice good hygiene. Trump said each of us has a role to play in defeating this virus. True. What does Joe Biden say? I'm a Brit. Trump likes us. Hashtag Brexit. Yep, yep, yep. Are churches canceling their Sunday services? Not to my knowledge. Trump and then Joe Biden. Joker Biden. Good old Joker Biden. Do I look like a guy with a plan? That's such a... I had to use it. I started doing this and I started messing with it and making this image. And I'm like, I got to use this for something. And so I saw that I remembered that he had been making some noise about Trump. So I was already going to do the Trump bit. Now we're doing this. Joke Biden. Trump is the best president to have during a pandemic like this. I know. He didn't care. He's like, what? Shut down China. Right out the gate. And then all the people like at the CDC and stuff are like, we're really glad you did that. And I'm sure Biden would have been like, don't be racist against the Chinese. This is a terrible Joe Biden. Terrible. Never go full Biden, people. Never go full Biden. All right. Key points. Former Vice President Joe Biden released his plan to combat. This is from CNBC, so I'm going to take this with a grain of socialist salt. During an address aimed at demonstrating a contrast with President Trump. Quote, unfortunately, this virus laid bare the severe shortcomings of the current administration. Biden said. Biden, who is in an administration that did absolutely nothing about the swine flu. Public fears are being compounded by pervasive lack of trust in this president, which the lack of trust is only by people like you, Joe. Former Vice President Joe Biden released his plan to combat the coronavirus pandemic on Thursday. Do I look like a guy with a plan? Does he? Does he? If you're gonna do a Biden impersonation, you need to start sniffing your kid's hair. Actually, no, other people's kids' hair. I'm not gonna bring. I was gonna remember, Micah. Come over here. Let me sniff your hair. So creepy. Unfortunately, this virus laid bare the severe shortcomings of the current administration, Biden said in front of American flags at an event in Wilmington, Delaware. Public fears are being compounded by a pervasive lack of trust in this president. Biden, the frontrunner for the Democratic presidential nomination, said the Trump administration has left us woefully unprepared for the exact crisis we face now. Biden's plan combines a series. You know what? I watched a video on how Taiwan is dealing with the coronavirus. Taiwan is having like super few, like very few cases of coronavirus, and they're doing all these public what do they call those public announcement things, public awareness campaigns or something like that, with a Shiba Inu dog with little notes saying, don't shake hands, keep your distance, don't go to large gatherings, wash your hands regularly, don't touch your face or whatever. All these public, it's like, hey, you remember all those lessons about good hygiene you were supposed to be taught as a child? Do those. Keep your hands clean, people. And they're now they're doing this. They're doing it instead of shaking hands. They're staying far enough away from other people. Yeah. Cover your mouth when you sneeze, you freaking disgusting people who don't do that. Yeah. In Portland, we learned this in Portland. You got a sleeve. You sneeze into your sleeve. You're going to sneeze. Don't do this. Sneeze into your sleeve. So yeah, Taiwan has really kept a lid on the coronavirus because they're doing all this common sense stuff that keeps people from spreading communicable diseases. Genius. PSAs, public service announcements. Thank you. Don't sniff hair. Also, yes, don't sniff hair. If they think COVID-19 is dangerous, the flu killed over 12,000 Americans since October. There you go. The Dracula sneeze. Yes. Biden's plan combines a series of public health measures, including free public testing and rapid deployment of supplies, as well as economic measures such as emergency paid leave and the creation of a state and local emergency fund. Throw money at it. Actually, Trump already did the emergency paid leave thing. So, sorry, Joe. You're a little late on that one. Yeah, he's extending, or I don't know if he's doing this by caveat or he's offering it or suggesting it to Congress, but to extend unemployment benefits to cover people who have to take time off from COVID-19. The woo flu, the woohoo flu, woohoo flu. We need bigger and broader measures. We need bigger and broader measures to shore up economic demand, protect jobs, and keep credit flowing to our job creators, and make sure we have the economic firepower we need to weather the storm and get people in this economy back to full strength as soon as possible, Biden said during a 15-minute address. Biden, who did not take questions. I cannot wait to see this next debate. But the guy can't talk for 30 seconds without a gaffe. And he's going to be on. Biden said during a 15-minute address. Biden, who did not take questions. said the core principle of his plan was that public health professionals must be the ones making our public health decisions and communicating with the American people. Are they not? You think Trump's just like, you know what we should do? I had a dream last night. I had a dream. I'm going to just listen to my dream. No, he's listening to public health professionals, you dolt. Downplaying it, being overly dismissive, or spreading misinformation is only going to hurt us further and further advantage the spread of the disease, Biden said. But neither should we panic or fall back on xenophobia. Okay, so don't downplay it. Don't panic. Thanks, Joe. Labeling COVID-19 a foreign virus. You mean because it came from China and was probably manufactured there? Okay. Does not displace accountability for the misjudgments that have taken thus far by the Trump administration. In his Oval Office address Wednesday night, Trump referred to the coronavirus as a foreign virus. Because it's a foreign virus. Thank you very much. Biden's speech came a day after the campaign announced the formation of a coronavirus advisory committee that counts Obama administration veterans, including former Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy. It's actually pronounced Murthy. And former Homeland Security Advisor Lisa Monaco. Biden's rival for the nomination, Senator Bernie Sanders, also outlined his vision for curbing damage from the coronavirus. In remarks from Vermont, he pushed for his signature Medicare for all. Medicare for all, that'll kill the coronavirus. Proposal as a means to reduce costs for people who contract the virus. He said, everyone in our country, regardless of income or where they must be able to get all of the health care they need without cost. Without cost. It should be free. Free for everyone. Hey, like and share, everyone. Like and share. I totally forgot to put that up there. Banners, like and share. He called for free coronavirus test, emergency funds for paid family and medical leave. We've already covered that. Unemployment assistance to people who lose their jobs due to the crisis and the moratorium. Well, they already get unemployment insurance. What are you talking about? That's what unemployment insurance is. And the moratorium on evictions and utility shutoffs for people unable to cover their bills. The senator plans to stay in Washington after Sunday's Democratic debate with Biden. According to NBC News, the outbreak has hampered his ability to hold. I get so bored with these guys. Campaign events, and the Senate could vote next week on a package to respond to the economic effects of the pandemic. Well, then I suggest Biden or Sanders vote for whatever President Trump suggests we do. The Trump campaign has responded to Biden's remark in a statement that accused him of showing terrible judgment and incompetence in the face of public health issues. The Obama White House had to publicly apologize for and clean up after Biden when his irresponsible remarks caused panic during the swine flu outbreak in 2009, the campaign said. In his address Wednesday night, Trump announced a ban on travel to the U.S. from Europe for, we already covered that. This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to control a foreign virus in modern history, Trump said. Biden said Thursday, banning all travel from Europe or any other place in the world may slow it, but as we've all seen, it will not stop it. In other news, the sky is blue, grass is green, and Biden is senile. All right, actually, we're almost at the end. Biden said this disease could impact every nation and any person. I can't do it, Biden, on the planet, and we need a plan for how We are going to aggressively manage it here at home. It's like he talks without saying anything. It's amazing. The rapidly spreading pandemic has infected about 125,000 people globally and killed at least 38 in the United States, according to data compiled by Johns Hopkins University. Fears that the virus and efforts to contain it will halt global economic activity have set financial markets plummeting around the world. This is true. It's true. Yeah, people are being kind of tight. I don't think it'd be a good time to launch a crowdfunding campaign right now, frankly. So I don't know. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Let's see what y'all are saying in the chitty chat bang. Bink. Are we listening to a man who doesn't know his name or who his wife and his sister are? No, we're not. We're just reading what he's saying. In Canada, we have medical related unemployment insurance, which is different from our regular form of unemployment insurance. I think that's what Trump is doing. I don't remember. I don't want to go look it up, but yeah, he just did something around that. Corona coin. I thought we were supposed to die from climate change in 10 years. Why are we so worried about coronavirus? I know. You got to go one way or the other, right? Climate change, coronavirus, the ozone layer, acid rain, global cooling, global warming, global sidewaysing. I don't know. So that Bloodshot movie, it looks bad. Does it? I've only seen a commercial for it, and I don't know. I like Vin Diesel, so he could pull it off. Biden sounds kind of like Bill Cosby. No, he acts kind of like Bill Cosby. I hope he's never roofied a 12-year-old girl. I'm not accusing him of anything. That they're politicizing this tells me it's a manufactured crisis. Oh my gosh, did you see Don Lemon just going apoplectic because nobody was going along with him trying to politicize this whole thing? That guy's a disease, man. He's a disease. Taking precautions is not panic. That is correct. Biden can't take questions. The longer Biden speaks, the greater the chance of him saying something crazy. Yeah, ultimately, that's a likelihood. Say corona instead of COVID-19. COVID-19 is what China wants you to say. It's corona. Why don't we say the woo flu? Woo-hoo, flu-hoo-hoo. If COVID gets on the streets of LA amongst the homeless population, what's going to happen? Any emergency plans for that? Well, those in the homeless population who are healthy will get over it. And those who are unhealthy are going to have a rough time of it. That's kind of the overall scope of this whole thing. First of all, kids seem to be absolutely immune to it. They're carriers, the little cretins. My cretin laughed. And younger, healthy people seem not to have much problem with it. It's the older you are and the worse your immune system is, just like any other sickness, just like a young healthy person is going to survive pneumonia. They're going to survive the flu. They're going to survive the other COVID strains on planet Earth. But even the common cold will kill an unhealthy person. I think it has a lot to do with being unhealthy. So if you live a lifestyle that cripples your immune system, your diet, your I don't know, drug use, sexual proclivities that have garnered you a series of unwelcome issues. I don't know how else to say that. Diseases and whatnot. Acquired immunodeficiency diseases. Things like this. Or if you're just unfortunately genetically predisposed to a weak immune system. Diabetes. Yep. You mean Don Lemon, who's arguing with John Kasich, whose dad was a mailman? Yes, I saw. Yeah, not just that, but there's a Democratic legislature here in California, and Don Lemon was just practically begging her to say something bad about Trump, and she's like, "No, they've been very helpful." He's like, "But is there something that the federal government's doing wrong?" Like, no, they've been very helpful. And you can see just the disappointment on his face, and he's a disease. He's a disease. Don Lemon got drunk and got a tattoo live on the air, not a classic. Did he seriously? It's people with high blood pressure, hits people with high blood pressure hard too. Yeah, well, that's me. I'm not really worried about it though. Don't die fetus. Don't die fetus. What? Hey Alker, not notified but did catch you on the Brewbaker. Hope it does well for you. Thank you, P Money. Yeah, I don't know how Jason's live streams do. He's got a lot of subs, but there was only about 50 people on. There's only 31 people on here today. Usually there's like 50. What's going on? Where's the class? Class is out to lunch today. We've got people playing hooky from cross examinations. Don Lemon really is the worst. CNN just sucks so much. Remember when Lou Dobbs was on CNN? But the Lord is a very present help in trouble. Amen. Amen. Seriously? He was doing New Year's Eve coverage and had been drinking, and they went back to him and he was getting what the? That's weird. I'm competing with Doug. Doug's on? It's the Doug Show. The Doug Show. Doug Show. Now I'm going to go to the Doug Show and see why. How dare you, Doug? Oh my goodness. He's got 165 people. Oh, he's got Vic Minona on. Funky Vic Minona. I'm going to type, thanks for taking my audience. Thanks for taking my audience. Well, he's not even there.
You gotta.
Oh, he is.
See, like at some point,
he's just got his camera pointed at something else. All right. Well, let's see. Where are we at? We are at 33 minutes. Let's get into the word. The word. The bird is the word. No, the word is the word. And the word is Psalm chapter 46. No, Victor, we cannot pray that the war campaign gets coronavirus. I wouldn't want to put that idea in anybody's head. Let's just pray they get what they deserve. Let God bless them with exactly what they deserve. Or, with grace and mercy and dang it. Wow, Doug is on and I'm missing it. Doug, you've stolen my cross-examination of childhood. Oh no, he's got some melanoma stuff going on. Well, he could just turn his camera off, the goofball. Imprecatory prayers. I think because you had SGW in recent live stream titles, they've been suppressing live streams. What if I add SJW to this title?
Wait, you can take out 3 guys?
I think it actually helps. Anyways, Psalm chapter 46, verse 1.
I know, but it's fine.
Quiet, please. I'm about to read from the scriptures. Thank you very much. To the chief musician for the sons of Korah, a song upon Alamoth. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. It's something we have to remember every day. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth be removed and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. We will not fear, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah. We will not fear. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. By the way, we are become the tabernacle of God. It is within us that he dwells in this current disposition, not disposition. The current time with the Holy Spirit. I can't remember the word. Not disposition. Dispensation. In this current dispensation, wherein the Holy Spirit is dwelling in us, that makes us the tabernacle of God. Isn't that awesome? You ever think about that?
It's Shrek now for some reason.
The tabernacle of God, wherein people would fear to enter the tabernacle for fear of the power of God in the olden days in the Bible. Now we are become the very tabernacle of the Most High. Who can be against us? God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. Who is her? God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. The heathen raged. The kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice. The earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. That is, again, as I like to point out, when he's talking about Israel and he calls him Jacob, he's talking about Israel being a screw up, as we all are. But he's still the God. He's the God of the screw up. He's the God of the imperfect, the God of the failure and the fool. He's the God of all of us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come behold the works of the Lord, what desolations he hath made in the earth. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. He destroys the war campaign. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us, the God of Jacob. Oh, he repeats it. The God of Jacob is our refuge. So don't worry about being perfect to take refuge in God, because Jacob, could you guys be quiet, please? Because he is the God of Jacob. He's the God of us. He's the God who forgives our mistakes, because he is merciful. He is just. But more than just, he is merciful. Justice sucks. Justice. I mean, I grant you, sometimes we make mistakes and we got to pay the earthly price, but God has forgiven us the eternal price of our sins and our failures. And sometimes with great, great mercy, he will even forgive us and allow us to escape our earthly torments. the earthly lessons that we have to learn. If we can somehow learn the lesson without going through the torment, then please, God, please help us through those times. Be merciful. Give us grace. Mercy is not getting what you deserve. Grace is getting what you do not deserve. Mercy and grace forever. Selah. Selah to that. So I bought a package of toilet paper today that I didn't need, not because I'm afraid of the virus, but I'm afraid of the panic and none being left. I'll just use a sponge on a stick. Toilet paper is for noobs. Ugh. You know what I want to get? It's a Japanese toilet with the little bidet thing on it. Then you're just washing your butt. It was so nice being in Japan because those things are great. Sorry. I know I went from the mercy of God to talking about bidets. So bad. I have a tabernacle on my tabernacle. All hail the algorithms. No, do not hail the algorithms. The algorithms are bad. Okay, I need a drink. I need a food, fuzzy creature. I may wrap this up early today just because I'm so stinking hungry. And so you guys can all go watch Doug. I know, Doug. I'm so sorry. But one thing I did want to bring up, and it is in the description, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, I forgot who her husband is. One of our friends, one of our people's here's wife is suffering from breast cancer, and we have a GoFundMe, or they have a GoFundMe. Help Lisa beat breast cancer. It is the first link in the description. If you have a little something to toss her way, hey, please do. You won't get a Bless This Mess comic, but I don't think that's going to fund anyways. Look at that. 90 backers, 9 days to go. 49.58. It looks like this is going to be a bust. So, you know what? Back it anyways, because if it doesn't fund, you don't get charged anyhow. So who cares? But before you do that, please do go over to the GoFundMe link and help Lisa beat breast cancer. They're more than halfway through to their $7,500 goal, and that would be great. Let's see if anybody. Nope, no one has done it in 2 hours. Come on, guys. Come on. 5 people just donated. What else is in the description? We got Bless This Mess. We got Lone Star, which, look at that. We're finally over 19,000. Can we do 20? Can we? I don't know. Also, go sign up for the Magnificent 7. And once again, I didn't even do the thing and the link and the stuff. For a limited time, 6 days to go here, we have at the MikeSMillerArt.com store discount code 2547, 25% off for 7 days, 6 days to go. Go get yourself some art, signed art prints on 80-pound. I don't remember what the paper's called. It's nice, thick 80-pound paper. Beautiful prints, if I do say so myself. But you can go and check those out yourself. Let's see. Do I have that up there? I do. There's some of them. We got the Ray Park Darth Maul. We got Jesus. Come on. You want Jesus on your wall. We got Poison Ivy, Spider-Man, Thanos, Captain America, Doctor Doom, Joker, Wonder Woman, Cobra Commander, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, etc., etc., etc. Lots of stuff. Link in the description. And guys, oh my gosh. Jesus is white? No, Jesus is a Middle Eastern Jew. Jalapeno milk. Why does he look white to you? Looks like a Middle Eastern Jew to me. Where is Rhaegar Died? Rhaegar Died, you actually have to go straight to MikeSMillerArt.com. MikeSMillerArt.com. and you just scroll right down here. Bam. It's right there. Micah. And then you just hit the buy now button. And you can get yourself a Rhaegar die. That is a 2x3 foot. The discount doesn't apply to $20 purchase. No, it's a minimum $40 purchase. I think I didn't say that this time. I said it last time. Minimum $40 purchase. So you have to buy 2 prints to get the discount. Jesus is a friend of mine. Rest in peace, Rhaegar. Rest in peace. Yeah. So there's no 20% off deal on the Rhaegar die because it's not on the actual. I should put it on the actual camp. So much to do, so little time. I'm going to have to let Jesus know you called him a Jew. He is a Jew, Silas. You're kidding, right? I hope you're kidding.
What are you gonna make?
How long is the sale going on, Mike? 6 more days. 6 more days. Pete Max says 80 pounds. What's 80 pounds? More like Lone Star. Oh. Who am I hearing in my background? That's my boys. Isaac and Micah are here making noise in the background. Yeah, I did the GoFundMe and backer bless this mess. Right on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Man, wait until after MAGA and all the crazy. Yeah. Oh, Doug is wrapping up. Oh, okay. So I got 7 more people in here. I really want to go eat something. Oh, man. And I was a fan of Rhaegar. Who's Rhaegar? Oh, man. Now it works. Yesterday I got redirected half a dozen times. Sorry. Bless this stream by blessing this mess. Thank you very much. Oh, haha. You're making me jump. 45 Lies says crime, family, Trump. Oh, 45. Don't be silly. Let's not be silly. I'm going to wrap this up early, guys. Sorry. But my stomach is just like eating itself alive. So, let's see. Once again, do go help out Lisa if you can. Would very much appreciate it. So, God bless you guys. We'll see you, I don't know, tonight for something. Oh, I got to draw some dragons. I think I'm going to do that on the Mike Draws Comics page. So Mike Draws Comics, please check it out over there. Until then,
Back in line, you dogs! On your feet! Get them going!